guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be talking about my experiences in Ghana so far, like some things that I've noticed. I've been here like a week now. Some of you already know I am a teacher that lives in China, but we have like a break right now, so I traveled to Ghana so that I could spend time with my husband and the family. So let's get into it. So firstly, I got to the airport and everyone like super excited to be in the presence of a Jamaican. Like, I know that sounds like, wow, does she think she's a celebrity or something? But that's how I felt in the moment. Like, the guy was holding the passport and he was like, are you sure you're Jamaican? And he needed me to say something in power to like convince him. So like, I started to talk part on everything, right? And he called his co-workers and he's like, this girl is Jamaican. And like his other colleague was like, do you have a sister? Like, do you have any other sister like you could give me? And I'm like, no, they're all married. But it was so funny, you know. I think that was like the immigration side of it. And then I went to customs. I'm not sure, but I went to this counter and the lady was like, do you have the yellow book? And I'm like, I don't have the yellow book. Like, she was showing it to me. She said that I needed to do it. So I asked her, what's the cost? And I'm like, I don't have money, right? Anyways, she's like, it's $20 US. I'm like, Minabit, where may I get it from? Anyways, I texted my husband to like transfer the money to her. Because I asked her, could you transfer it to you? I don't have any money. And she's like, yes. Okay, so I got her information and he sent the money to her. But when she took me to the room, she's like, first she said the 20 USD is equivalent to like 280 Ghana cedis, right? But when she took me to the room, she's like, it's actually 150 Ghana cedis to do the vaccination, because the yellow book is like a yellow fever vaccine that you need to get. And I'm like, it's even there on the wall to say that it's 150 Ghana cedis. You know? So I'm like, why is she telling me that it's 20 USD when it's actually 150 Ghana cedis? So I felt like she was trying to be a little devious. I don't know. But after paying, she paid the 150 from the money, because my husband sent her the money on her phone, like a transfer. And then she went into her purse to take out the cash. She paid the 150 and then she's like, oh, it's 150, so I'm going to give you the change. And I'm like, you work there, so you already knew what the price was. So I kind of felt like she was trying to rob me, to be frank. But anyways, left the airport and everything, and I kept noticing that the girls, like most of them bald. Most of them cut off them ear, and I'm like, why do they cut them hair? Like, why you cut your ear? Growing up, I always hear that your hair is your beauty, you know. So to be in a country where I'm seeing that the young girls, they cut their hair and they kind of look, they cut it like it's really low, so it would, if you're not paying attention, you might think it's a boy. And I'm like, I always hear that your hair is your beauty, you don't cut your hair, but at the same time, I'm in a country where it's like normal, you know, and I found that a bit strange. I also noticed that the dressing is a bit more decent. I don't know if it's a case where because they have their African print and they stick to like their culture or stuff like that, but I feel like in Jamaica, sometimes we dress quite nude. No, not nude, but quite lewd. Yeah, I feel like we wear certain things that sometimes is quite skimpy, that shows a lot of the body and stuff. And I'm not saying that it's not done here. It's just that I haven't really seen it. So that's like something that I've noticed like throughout this 1 week that I've been here so far. The major thing, the biggest thing of all, the roads. Like, Ghana not have roads none at all. Like, they have roads, but not from what I've seen, not much, comparing. And because of the season that they're in right now, the Hamatan season, it's quite dusty and quite dry. So the places where the roads aren't really like asphalt throughout, it's like you're just driving and the dust is just blowing into your face like that. And like the whole place is like that, dusty and windy, because like when you look outside you can see it in the air. But I feel like because some of the roads are not like asphalt, like it adds to it, it contributes to it, because you're just driving on the dust, like you're just driving on the dirt, you get it? So those are some key things that I've noticed so far. Another thing to note, the food is quite good, it's really delicious, but I don't know if it's because it's my first time in Ghana or because I'm a guest or what, but I feel like the food is so plenty. It's like you just eat around the clock. Like there's no breakfast, so there's no cereal, pancake, fried dumplings, fritters, eggs, something light like a sandwich or anything light like that. Like the breakfast is as heavy as dinner or heavier. So you get a whole plate of rice for breakfast, and then you get another whole plate of rice for dinner. So I just feel like I'm always full. Since being here, I feel like I just always have this heavy feeling in my body, and I don't know, maybe it's because it's like a form of welcome, like I don't know, maybe it's because it's my first time trying the food, so they want to ensure that I get plenty and I enjoy it and all that. But trust me guys, it's a lot. Accra is so big, like it's big. Like my husband would say to me, oh, we're just going down the road, we're not going really far, Guys, we would be in the taxi for hours. I feel like in Jamaica I could drive to the place, do all my errands and come back home, and in Accra we'd still be on the way. Like everything is so far, like because the place is so big, I feel like the size of Accra is like the size of the whole of Jamaica. Like literally, you're going to the supermarket or you're going to the market or you're going to a beach or something, and you have to drive so far. It's almost like I'm driving from Kingston to Montego Bay. Like maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the point. Like everything is far. And like in Kingston, living in the capital of the country, and you want to go do something, you're not going to be driving for more than 30 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, of course. But guys, it's so big, and I feel like even though the city is so big, there aren't enough crosswalks for people to like safely cross the road. I feel like there could be more of that. Yeah, because I've seen people like just running across the road, and I'm like, I can't even fault them, because where would they cross? Like I'm not seeing the crosswalks, I'm not seeing them. So that's something to note. And another thing, considering the fact that the roads aren't plenty, like as much as they should be, when you call a Uber, like usually you call the Uber to come and get you, you're expecting the car to be a little posh. The car would be looking it look nice. It would look nicer than your local taxi most of the times. No. Quite opposite. The cars here, they are so small. Like when I sit inside, sometimes my head is touching the roof. Literally. So small. And guys, the taxi that I took from the airport to the house, it broke down. It broke down on the way. And I'm like, am I going to have to push these suitcases like up the road myself? Because it broke down. And I can't even blame the driver's car, because the road that he was driving on was going like we're in a roller coaster or something. Like I'm not exaggerating, guys. But overall, it's nice. The vibe is nice. The people, they are nice. there are lots of people who look at me like, this girl, she's not Ghanaian. Yeah, like they're able to tell just by looking at me. I don't know how they can tell. Obviously, they don't look at me and say, oh, she's Jamaican, but they can look at me and say, oh, she's not Ghanaian. I don't know. My husband says my accent is foreign and I look foreign. I don't know. Maybe, I guess. But yeah, some of them, they look at me. And when I went to the market, because one day I went to Kanishi market, and I found that a lot of people were like just being nice for no reason, like the vendors, like, and they're hoping that I would buy something, so they're there, hi sister, take a look, like they wanted to show me their goods and stuff. But at the same time, there were other people in front of me and they didn't stop them at all. But when it came to me, they were like, hi sister, hi auntie, no, you know. So yeah, so they're like, oh, she's a foreigner, she'll spend a lot of money, or they'll give me a big price and I won't know that it's too expensive, so I'll buy. Yeah, anyways guys, that's it for this video. See you next time. Bye.